Her name is Sid Pierce, and I would really appreciate it if you would give her your full, undivided attention. Thank you very much. Sid. Sid.
Yes.
Pierce.
Good evening, Brooklyn. I was last in New York City in 2001 of May. It was a good and unfortunate year. I'm glad to be back. So, I'm going to first start out with a poem I wrote in 2001 that was just published this past fall by John Burroughs in Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you, John. It took many years, obviously, to get this published. Pardon the verbiage in this a little bit, okay? It is called Love Sonnet number 69. Syllogism tricks are for kids, and my universal lover has unlocked my monkey cage and set the devils in my head round, round, spinning right round. Write it down. I have followed the thread, the magic carpet ride, wombs of your crotch rocket back into the Om of moi. Say, I got your 7-Eleven, baby. Coffee and smokes ain't no joke when the mirrors are cracking. 13 black cats crossed our path. Run over by RVR freight train to NYC. And cannibalism causes mad cow disease, as selfinism makes me dizzy with brain dissolve. But literally, on my infinity ride, from Sally up in the sky, blown up in space, that fucked up her elementary class. And recycle back to teach that us wee tiny white folks can leap frogs in the canopy. I see you and me, baby, making babies, now or later or forever. You rock my boat. From the cradle to the grave, Mother Hen is back again. Now drink my milk and lick my feet, because I said, say, I got the wounds of surgery. But no suffering, Buddhas, for Sid Vicious is back too. And the Chelsea Hotel is where the drugs took her life, and I got my own brain swell that still speaks to me in Shakespearean words of mystery. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where have you been? To lucky Jupiter? You warlock. Fuck me in the head and call me dead, but oops! She has reunited to unite with the beauty and sublime, and riddle and rhyme are on my mind. Have gotten roped, waxed, poified, tippled, toiled, and troubled over sweat, heat, hard work, film noir, and winter-worn leather. Whips and chains may break my bones, and that still sounds pretty fucking good to me. William Wordsworth, we are 7, lucky to be alive, and dead again. Turn your gum and mugs upside down, because Mama Chaos has returned to miracle the monsoon, and stakes the telltale heart of the Museum of Modern History, and the MoMA sucks. And the God of Ogon can kiss my ass too. Because my divinity will still love me, kill me, either way, baby, baby, babies, we inherit the earth. And I am stuck to you like crazy glue. Okay. My first chapbook that was published in 2012, I'd like to read in memoriam, in mourning, to my grandpa Ted Pierce, something less vivid. In mourning, Ted Pierce. Wake up, coach. You are alive in my blood and will live in infamy in my veins and memories. Here's $1. You are a fine American. You said sprinkling bills all over my son Pierce. Keep it in the family. Respect the elders, and then us youngins come take the reins. What was your age when you fell into the deepest sleep of all? 94, I think. Well, in that case, there's definitely some longevity in these here genes. My DNA is screaming for you, and my soul is once again sick. Your mind was quick as a leopard till those final moments in Marshall Manor, and John Marshall's house was part of our ride out in the beautiful Northern Virginia woods. Who was afraid of Virginia wolves anyway? It seems to me that I would like to crawl down in that grave with you and Grandma. She dead when I was 3. Quickly I ran, excuse me. Sorry about that. She dead when I was 3, run over by an alcoholic, we think. Or perhaps he looked away for a moment and accidentally took away your favorite lover. Your wife, the mother of 8 brilliant minds. And we are funny as shit, too. I remember the smell of Ellison Street, which is up for sale now. As you cannot go home, at least you are buried nearby. You and Grandma Beth Hughes can visit that place together now, reminisce about all the love you made. Jesus Christ, guys, 8 children. You had no self-control whatsoever because I remember what you said, you big teddy bear head. You said to her, "Whoa, wee baby, you rock my world." Are you munching dandelions under there like an ironweed? Are you laughing at the stupid mistakes we've made? Are you watching over us all, proud to see your pride gallivanting about this rat race of a world? As far as I'm concerned, this family gets a perfect 10 at Wimbledon. And your grand star, the legacy you passed to us, will live on forever in infinity. The Pierce clan is a great damn family. Dinty more cans on the stove with the stench of electric gas, and a pet raccoon for the boys, an old laundry chute. I am crushed to see this home go, yet perhaps it is time, as the generations of young bloods have grown up and we continue to create love from tragedy. I miss you and ponder these pictures and look forward to seeing you up there in the clouds again someday, but not today. I am still your little baby girl, thinking I cannot stand to see my father cry. I had better dry all our eyes, as I will look after him too, as is the will of God above. At least it appears to be the way things ought to happen. Rest now, my sweet Papa Bear, and thanks for the porridge. I love you, always and forever. From my latest book, I do. It's 45 works of art and 40 poems about that. Another one is coming out of Virginia nature called Ripple in February, but this one just came out in November. It's my latest work that is for sale along with the chapbook back there on the table. Please partake in the glorious world of art and poetry and music and divine. Let me read you from I Do. Thank you to Inner Child Press, William S. Peters Sr., or Jr., Senior, and Janet Caldwell. I will read. An archaic smell. Antiques, ancient artifacts, shellac and dusty. A cloth hand wound around, wiped them, cleaned, cared, endeared, engendered, male, female. He is a grand grandfather clock. She is a lovely glove box, musty. Books, molded, tattered, torn, at the edges, the spine releasing its grip, the bind, pages turning, fluttering, frail with use, worn, a dusky brown from fingertips, the perusal, cherished, opened once again by the next generation.
All right.
Okay. This one is dedicated to my son and for everyone who believes that the sword is, or the pen is mightier than the sword, pardon me. If all were to write for a day, okay? And this painting was gifted to a friend of mine in Ohio, Sally Mullins, I love you. If all the world were to write for a day, there would be an end to war. All these needless fights that plague us so day and night. No one would be shot or killed. Instead, each one of us would take up the quill, releasing years of frustrations on our pages in ecstatic reminiscences, or sweet memories of childhood's past longings. Adult yearnings, hopes and dreams for the future would become a true reality, as each one would learn once again these simple words: the pen is mightier than the sword. So much can be spoken in a few well thought out lines, and in time perhaps this imagining may become a tradition that travels forth through family lines where rather than guns we take up our pens, release our tensions, and think before speaking. And I end with a quote from my son when I baptized him in church, and he made a little Lego gun in Sunday school, and I said, honey, we don't play with guns in our family. And he answered, at the age of 5, now 15, Mommy, missiles are made of flowers, feathers, and butterflies.
All right.
Amen.
Miss Sid Pierce, y'all. Give her some love, please. And I want to thank you for giving her a little bit of silence so she could express her thoughts with you, so I do appreciate it.